All right, today, man, we tapping in with a voice that's been shaking up the internet and shaking up the streets. 607 Unk, man, appreciate you, man. What's up, bruh?
There you go. 607 Unk, not the punk. Stop playing with me, gang. 607 Unk, not the punk. You gotta say my full name.
All right, I got you. 607 Unk, not the punk,
Oh,
man.
Witty.
I've seen people almost mess that up several times.
Yeah, they can't mess my name up. That's what I'm mama. But what's good, though? What you got going?
Not much, man. So I've been trying to check in with you for a while, man. And I love seeing what's going on with you on these social media, these YouTube streets, man. But man, I really want to know what's up with you, because I've been hearing some good things.
What you mean, what's up with me? What you trying to ask? You gotta ask me a question, because you ain't pay enough for me to go in my memory. You ain't pay me enough to go in my memory. So, but yeah, so you gotta ask me your question.
All right, so recently, man, I seen that you were out there doing your thing on No Jumper, and I saw you talking about some industry situations that you had with Brick Baby, man. So you had put something out there where you had claimed that Brick Baby was cooperating with the federal authorities. I just wanted to see if you could elaborate on that a little bit.
Listen, Brick Baby is called Brick Lady because, right? You gotta say his name right, Brick Lady. You everybody name, gang. That's Brick Lady, and I'm 607 Unk, not the punk. But yeah, Brick gotta be a snitch, right? You gotta be a snitch when you get caught with weed 2 years ago and a gun and don't go to jail. And then you kind of like get on indictment, but you a victim. Did you know he was a victim on that case? You thought he was on an indictment, he a victim. That was extorting Brick. That's what I got on mama. That was extorting him, but he wouldn't snitch on the big dog. See, he wouldn't snitch on Big U. See, the feds work like that, right? If you won't snitch on the big dog, they gonna get you. Yeah, Brick worked with the police. He a rat. What's that rat name? Louis Stuttle? What's that rat? What's that rat, gang? That rat, that TV rat. Louis Stutter? What's the rat name? Yeah, Louis Stewart. Say it, Louis Stewart, what say? Say it.
Stuart Little.
Yeah, he's Stuart Little.
Stuart Little.
Yeah, but he big, though. He a big Stuart Little. Stop playing with me. He a snitch. On 6-0.
Oh, good. Now, is that part of the reason that led you to allegedly scam Brick Baby out of $100,000?
I ain't scamming nobody out of Stop playing with me. Who the got scammed? Listen, there's no jumping them fake ass captions, gang. I just scammed Brick Baby out of Listen, Brick Baby came to the content house, and I paid him perk 30s, and I paid him good weed, and I got him good money and gave him a good bed. Listen, he ain't had no bed at his house, right? I gave him a good bed. He had a bathroom in there, right? But listen, he tried to take money from me for content that he didn't create. Let me tell you what I mean. He came down here to shoot content with me, but when it started going up, Adam pulled him back to No Jumper. So he had to go back to No Jumper. So do you think I owe him? Because I built my platform on my own. He told me the key shit that No Jumper was doing, but he left in the middle of getting it done. But then he felt like bad about it, like I owed him. That's why he backdoored me on No Jumper. He said I owed him 100 grand.
Now, I've seen a couple of your interactions with Brick Baby, and you guys talking while you were on No Jumper doing interviews and whatnot, right? So I was wondering about how y'all relationship or your friendship had evolved
Ain't no
over
relationship,
time,
nigga.
man.
I look like I'm gay. Stop playing, man. No relationship with that nigga. I don't like I'm gay, gang. Do I look gay?
No,
All right, don't have a relationship with no nigga. Not really. What you mean, not really? Does that look kind of like gay? What you mean, not really?
No offense, dog.
What you mean, not really, though?
You don't give off that. I mean, you don't really give off that impression. You know what I mean?
But I look gay. Stop playing with me. Next question. I don't look gay. Stop playing with me.
Now,
lady gay.
with that being said,
when niggas I look, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Nigga tweaking.
Now, do you foresee any resolution or reconciliation between you and Brick Baby in the future?
Reconciliation? What the fuck does that word mean? Reconciliation? What you just say? Come on, gang, I'm from the streets. Reconciliation? What the fuck that mean? What that mean?
I mean, do you see you guys making up and making amends in the future?
Nigga, we ain't making no amends. Fuck him. Stop playing with me. Would you make with amends? Fucker try to kill you? And try to slide them big ass words in there making me look stupid. Cut that part out, right? But and you better cut it out too. But I'm trying to, don't make you look stupid. But I'm saying, why the would I want to be friends with a nigga that try to go on my booty? He tried to get me by Adam, gang. So why I'll be friends with him? Now I dodged Nelly. The I look like let Adam me? Come on, gang, stop playing on me. Yeah, he them, cause they ass casting over there on No Jumper. They not podcasting, gang. They ass casting. Adam going right in the Paducah.
Now,
nigga, I said the Paducah, nigga. The Paducah, that's the asshole. Yeah. You know what that asshole look like? Yeah, but listen. Imagine one that's really wrinkled. That mean ass up in there. Is yours wrinkled? You got a wrinkled booty?
I have no clue.
How you ain't got no clue? I thought you said that before. Oh, you talking about me. You got wrinkled booty, nigga. Stop playing on me. Next question. Wrinkled booty ass nigga.
My bad, man. Now, first off, I'd like to go on record by saying there is no in me, no weight, no shape, no form. But that was a real, I don't know, that was a head scratcher of a question, to be honest with you. Now my next question is this, man. Now, there's something really hot going on right now on social media, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there's a rapper from the Dallas-Fort Worth area by the name of Ginn Lee. And he's got, he's a white cat with red hair. I know you're familiar with him, but it looks like he might have gotten into a fight there in Houston, man. Did you see that?
Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing about the fight, but I met him personally. I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So I called him out to the content house, do some content with him, right? And so we in a nice neighborhood, all rich people over here. So it's pretty cool, it's smooth. But when he get her, he's like, I'm outside. Now, mind you, I had Sean for Ari in here, I had Grady Quez, his brother here, and I had my son King B in here. So my son King B and Grady Quez, they was going out to go to the store. At the same time, he was pulling up. So he was just sitting like in the middle of the street, telling me he outside and shit, but he wasn't sitting in front of the house. He was sitting like on the side of the house. I'm like, this weird as hell. So to make a long story short, he like, yeah, I'm outside, but he see them come. I'm like, man, I'm gonna send my people outside to get you. I sent them motherfucker outside to get him. He called back in and say, I'm finna run to the store get some backwoods real quick. I said, I got backwoods here, come on, come in. He said, no, I'm finna look at some backwoods. First thing I think, this white boy scared in the bitch, right? I'm like, this gotta be a bitch, right? So he get to the store. I go live. And after I go live, I call his phone, like, gang, what you doing? You finna pull up? He FaceTimed me. He at the store getting backwoods for real. And then he pulled back up with two niggas, right? And they had their sticks on them. So I don't know. If a nigga caught him out of bounds, maybe it ain't what you see. The internet play tricks on you. I met him. He a real nigga. I swear to God, mom.
Yeah, he gives that impression, man.
Nah, he a real nigga. Listen, he a real nigga. Listen, I met him. I sat down with him. I did an interview with him. He's right up here in the presence with me. I had real killers up here. Grady Quez is up here. He walked up in here. He ain't know what the was going on. And I'm crazy as a bitch. But he just didn't know the world was a simulation. Other than that, he good. But he got the scissors. But he was like he was hiding on them steps, though. He looked scared, right? He looked like he needed some help. I told mama, listen, that didn't look right. That looked like racist. That looked a little pretty racist with a big ass black, a big ass white that shouldn't be a nigga anyway. Right? They trying to take his card. If that's what that's about.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But it looked like he was handling his for me.
No, I'm saying, is they trying to take his card? That's what I'm saying. I asked you a simple question, gang.
Now, a lot of people have had an issue with him saying the N-word, but, they don't get, like, a lot of people in Texas say the N-word.
The nigga grew up poor. Listen, he sat down here with me, like I told you. He sat down here with me and Grady Quez, gang. And when he sat down, he gave off gangster vibes, right? I mean, even though, he was white, and that looked kind of funny, but he looked like a gangster, gang. I mean, he walked up in here with killers up in here. Who would do that? And I ain't never put the content out.
Hey, that was good on you for not, trying to backdoor him with the content, you know?
Yeah, I ain't do that. I'm like, you know what? I think he cool, right? But listen, if he got a problem with other niggas, tell him to stop saying nigga then. Because evidently the word ain't for him, right? But I think the world of simulation and everything for everybody. So if he gonna say nigga, don't go around no niggas then. Say it around a bunch of white people. Join the KKK. If you want to say nigga. Yeah, think he should join the KKK? Think that'll be good?
Nah, that would be bad.
I mean, that what niggas think when he run around saying nigga, they thinking he KKK. That's all I'm gonna say. Stop playing with me. Yeah, tell that white nigga to join the KKK. I'll support him then. Tell him to walk in his skin. Or dye himself black like Michael Jackson dyed himself white. Do one of the two. Yeah, see, my dog don't even like this. No, he gonna dye himself white. No, dye himself black, I mean. My dog white too.
Now you've got your dog is racially ambiguous, or my bad, your dog is white.
Yeah, my dog named DW Thing.
DW Thing.
Yeah, DW Thing. Yeah, like DW. I named like DW Flame from California. He insane as he bite people and shit, but he only touch the knees and shit. He can't go higher than your knees and your ankles. Just like DW Flame. They the same. They both white.
DW Flame, he's a black Crip from Long Beach.
No, remember the world simulation. You can come back different things. He white in a black body. That's why you act like that. You ever see him talk? He talks so proper, talk like a white boy. Talk, listen to him. Yeah, DW Flame, he white. You ain't know that?
Nah, well, he looks black to me.
How you act though? Do he act like a black nigga? What kind of black nigga be around Nick Cannon? You think Nick Cannon have a real black nigga around him? Nick Cannon not even black. Come on, keep it real. Would Nick Cannon have a black nigga around him, a real street nigga around him?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Exactly. So what you think? So what you think he is? He got to be white. Stop playing with me. You got to read the whole book, gang. DW Flame is a white boy in a black body. I swear to God, my mouth.
I mean, you guys did an interview and I watched it, and it looked like you guys got along pretty good.
That's for the internet. Got to get along on the internet. I got to go up. I got to let him. I'm an interviewer now, right? So I got to let him finish his story. You ain't see him looking all up, looking everywhere. He was surrounded in his. That nigga big as a. I didn't know when it was gonna go up. Listen, we never solved our issue, right? So I had to make sure that it wasn't no issue. Look at the video. You gonna see him looking all around. When he came back to get some weed, I swear to my mama. When he came back to get some weed, he parked in the middle of the street and just opened the door. He wouldn't even come back in his. Ask him about it. Maybe you started a DW Thing. Maybe you started my dog. A DW Thing. I don't know. Get him on here and ask him about that.
Who, DW Thing or DW Flame?
DW Thing can't talk. I talk to him through my mind. But DW Flame, he can talk. But I told you he white, but he in a black body. The world of simulation, everybody been reincarnated. He white for real, gang. You don't believe me?
Now, when it comes to your talk about the simulation and reincarnation, you're getting a lot of people online who agree with you, and you see it in the comments, and they talk about you reinforcing a lot of the things they believe about, about those theories.
Well, a lot of people don't know I'm a prophet of God, but not God. Because you call him God, he kind of like get offended. But I'm a prophet of the universe.
And I mean, a prophet of the universe seems like a big responsibility there.
Yeah, I'm a messenger. I gotta tell you some stuff that you don't know. So you don't know your creation. You don't know where you came from. So you don't even know that you trapped. You doing this for views. You try to go up on the internet. But you gonna put this on the internet when you actually the internet. So how that feel? Yeah, you Wi-Fi. You ain't know you was Wi-Fi? Yeah, but you don't get no downloads.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting concept. I mean, I can track it.
Yeah, it's true, because they're not gonna tell you everything your body really do. Everything they told you was a lie. It was the opposite. Like they told you what they tell you, what you think your brain do. What your brain do?
Processes thoughts.
No, your brain a receiver. So you can't process nothing to receive it. Let me ask you something. I can prove it. What you gonna be thinking about in the next 5 minutes? Tell me exactly what you're gonna be thinking about.
I have no clue.
Yeah, because it got to get downloaded first. See, the problem is you don't know where that download gonna come from. It could come from one of the gods. But you got to remember, the gods are good and bad. The God is jealous. He said, ain't no other God but me. That mean that bitch back door and he jealous. Right? So you got to watch out for that. Because him or his angels get in your head is over with for you. You don't want Michael in your head. Michael a straight killer. Stop playing on me, but he a demon. Trapped in a good body, but not a body. Because nobody got a body. Everybody, nobody, but somebody. That makes sense to you? Nobody?
It seems, I mean, the way that you break it down, it doesn't seem as complicated, but I mean, I mean, for me, it would be a theory, because, you know, I'm a guy.
Ain't no mother theory. You live in a simulation. Listen, they told you that the whole thing with this was atoms. So what the is an atom then? What's an atom? That means you ain't never physically touched it in your life. But in school, they told you it was such thing as matter. But then they told you about atoms. Why they didn't tell you about atoms first then? Because they had to trick you. Right? You going for the trick. Stop playing on me, gang. You live in a simulation. You live in a firmament. You live in a dome.
I hear what you're saying, and you know what's crazy about this? Well, isn't crazy about it? You know, Joe Budden, his podcast, they had a real big debate about this, stretched all over social media.
Listen, Joe Budden, because they all know. Listen, this is the first thing they do when you join the Illuminati. I'm half Illuminati and I'm half street. They tell you that the world is simulation, but they tell you they control it. So you don't think you control it. So everybody know, look at young boy. You saw him, he had the nails like mine, living in a coffin, and then he went crazy. See, if you're not enlightened, you can't take this information. So I'm telling you right now, the world of simulation, you've been tricked, you've been fooled, you've been bamboozled, nigga. Martin Luther King was a freak, and Malcolm X wasn't shit. That's so you know. Yeah, they told Martin Luther King, listen, he told everybody to separate from black to white. The whole time, he still had the white. That was paying him in the white to keep us away from the white. But I want us to white too. Then you want the white? So you white or you black? Which one are you?
I'm black. I'm black.
Don't you want some too? Yeah, so Dr. King, you want to keep it all to himself. Yeah, but yeah, the world simulation and Moses was stuck in the wilderness listening to the fake God. Let me tell you what I mean. What do you know in the earth right now that's under somebody else's control other than the universe besides us? What you know? Name something.
That's under God's control?
That's under any kind of control. Name something that's under any kind of control. Something physically telling you what to do. Name one thing on earth other than us.
Maybe the weather.
No, nobody. Listen, so who stole the land and put a price on it? The land was here before we was here. So who determined the price on it? Who determined that it should be for sale? Come on, gang, stop playing with me. Who owned it in the first place? How can you own land? Come on, gang.
You might have a point there.
I don't think you understand, gang. You don't understand what this world is. It's a trick. It's an illusion. Listen, the birds don't pay for food. Nothing else pay for food. Why the f I gotta pay for food? But listen, when I did pay for food, they gave me food, but the food they gave me, it killed me 30 years later. So they gave me all the food with gluten in it, and all that gluten, heart problems, blood pressure problems, all that. See, you can't listen to the government. I think you trapped.
No, okay, you wild, man. You live up to your reputation, bro. But I want to go to another question, man. Now, I wanted to ask you about this whole Charleston White situation.
Oh yeah. Oh, I want to Charleston White. But I can't say that no more because I come in peace. So I want to make love to Charleston White.
Now, did you see some of his...
I want to make love to Charleston White with slow jams playing. Love and slow jam. I want to make love to you. I want to make love. I want to Charleston White. Up to Paducah. That constipated. That constipated. He constipated, gang. He talked too much. It started to come out his eye. And that gotta be a bad to come out your eye. Can you imagine coming out the eye? Whew. Scary sight.
That'd probably be a bad sight.
Yeah. But Charleston White. See, Charleston White is like this. He was, he was a congressman. He was for the people. But he found out about the money. He said, F the people, he turned to the money. He worshipped the money. And then he went around and lied about how much money he getting. He said he getting $10,000 per interview, but he not, right? He don't even got a YouTube. He don't get no residual income. In order for him to get paid, he got to go to work. Stop playing on me. And he over 50. He ain't in no position to teach nobody. Stop playing on me. How the f can he teach somebody when he f***ed up and he ain't nobody? Stop playing on me. Soon as I stop booking him, he gonna be back up again with all that motionite on. And it can't sell because don't nobody want it. Everybody got it. So you want to talk about Charleston White? Charleston White.
All right.
He said he looking for me.
What?
He said he tried to put a hit on me in Texas, gang. I'm in Fort Worth, gang. He told niggas to come get me. For what? How you gonna come get me? I come in peace. I come in love, gang. Listen, I'm not turning my back on my people. He turned his back on everybody. So anybody that want to come against him, come against me for him, I'm a killer. I'm a demon slayer, gang. I ain't gonna play with nobody.
Now, legally, you be in your rights. In Texas, it's one of those things, man. Don't nobody want to play like that. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm looking for Charleston White because I want to sit down with him. I want to say all that in my face. But I guarantee you he won't. He type of nigga that talk behind your back and he hides state to state, jumping out. Listen, I try to book him for an interview. He the type of nigga that makes sure you over a certain age to book him. So if you ain't 35 or older, you cannot book Charleston White. All right, stop playing with me. He watch his ass good. He need to put a pamper on to stop my d from going up in there. At least that'll catch the shit. Because he talk a whole lot of shit. He constipated. The nigga need a pamper.
Now, he did say that he was actually looking for you as well, I think.
I ain't hard to find, gang. I'm everywhere. I'm consciousness. I'm God. All you got to do is breathe. Every time you breathe, you get a piece of me. I'm everything. I'm the tree. I'm the earth. He see me every time he wake up. I am him. What don't you get?
Well, I don't want to be incorrect. I think he said that if he sees you, he's gonna jump off.
But if he see me,
are you worried about that?
how could he see me with one eye? Tell me that. Can you see me with one eye? You got one eye. If I'm on the left side, he'll never see me. So if I stay on my left side for the rest of my life, I ain't got to never worry about seeing Charleston White or him seeing me. All I got to do is walk on the left side of the street. Stop playing on me. That nigga can't see shit. He only can see one way. Stop playing on me. He can see one way, gang. He ain't gonna never see me. How can he see me? Explain that. How can you see with one eye? If I stay on the left side, that makes sense? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it makes sense. I can't see over here. I can't see nothing. So yeah, if I stay on this side, Charleston White can never see me. So we good.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
Yeah. So gotta make it make sense.
Now, are you worried? So you're not worried at all?
I'm not worried about
running into you?
Nigga, I ain't worried about shit. I ain't worried about nothing. Nigga, fuck I'm worried about. Only thing I'm worried about is everybody praying to Allah because Allah keep everybody in the booty 5 times a day. Every time they do the salat.
Now, do you worry when you say stuff like that you might offend some of the Muslim community?
I'm not trying to offend the Muslim. I'm trying to defend Allah. I'm trying to get him to come and bring his demon ass out. Listen, the Muslims don't know they trick. Listen, my war is not against flesh and blood, right? It's against principalities and power. And Allah power. But he ain't got no power, right? Religion is a trap. It keep you stuck. So Allah, gang. And if a Muslim want to strap a bomb to themselves and try to blow me up, I'm going to shoot him in his before he hit the button.
That's good play. At least you're ready. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm a warrior, gang. We in a spiritual war. You think it's a racism war. It ain't no racism war. The fallen angels, they fell. They landed in Antarctica, right? When they landed in Antarctica, They saying let us make man in our image. They made Cain. On the other side, Sophia and her husband made Abel. Cain killed Abel, started the spiritual war.
It sounds biblically.
It's true, but they didn't tell you, they told you Cain and Abel was brothers, but they only brothers because they both came from spiritual beings that came from a higher realm. A lot of people want to say fell from heaven. It ain't no fall. It's like walking down the street, nigga. I'm gonna go downstairs. We stuck in realms. They just went downstairs. They only different from them and us, they can travel. But in this plane, they can't create without getting in you, because there's three things in manifestation. It's what you think, what you feel, and what you say. They get in your mind, they control what you think. That controls your emotions. And then your mouth gonna say what they want you to create. That's why everybody running around creating their reality.
Now that was deep. I ain't gonna lie, man. You might have went, man. You might have went on the deep. Yeah, that was deep. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I hate to get back into the mud after, man, such a reasonable breakdown of the whole theology or the belief system that you have.
There ain't no belief. Listen, ain't no belief. Belief is what man thinks is true. I don't believe shit. Stop playing with me. I don't think nothing true. I come with the truth.
Okay. But I wanted to stay a little bit more on the ground level here and ask you a little bit more of some of these instances that have been kicking off on social media, man. What's up with you and Wack 100, man?
Listen. Wack 100 had a problem with me because Brick Lady said he a snitch. He had a restraining order on him. And they try to set me up. So Wack. Listen, you want to talk about all this bullshit. I was talking about the simulation. You back on this bullshit. I don't give a about Wack. I care that you stuck and you gonna come back in another body with your dumb ass. But I'll talk about this if you want to go up. What gonna make you go up? If I tell you that Wack got a wrinkle ass booty too? If I tell you Wack getting by out of 22? What the you want me to say? Wack, gang? Wack 100. I don't give a about Wack. I smacked the out Wack. And I just bought no jumper. So now I bid no jumper. Stop playing on me. Tell him to come to work then. That is mine. What's wrong, mama?
Now, I can see you, man, doing a lot of time at No Jumper. That would be kind of cool.
What you mean? I just told you No Jumper is mine. You think I'm lying? Me and Adam are partners now. That's why, mama, you the first one to know this. We partners. I bought in $5 million.
Man, that's a wise investment, man, because that platform is a staple in the hip hop community.
Yeah, and now it got me in there, and it's gonna go up even more because you used to the white man running a nigga. Now I'm working with the demons because what you don't know is he come from the bloodline of Antarctica. They the demons, and I come in love. So when I connect with him and I come in love, that raise the vibration. That's what we supposed to do. I'm love. But I kill too. But I ain't f***ing him. I ain't saying I love him. I ain't saying I Adam. I ain't doing the porn part. Now King B may do the porn part or whatever. I ain't say you go f*** Adam, but he may run that porn part. But I ain't got nothing to do with that. You ain't gonna see me. Now you won't see me. Now King B, whatever they do on that side, they ain't got to do with me. They ain't got. I don't do the X. I'll take that.
Now, could Adam ever offer you enough money to go over there and
I'll punch you in your shit. I'll punch you right in your shit. Stop playing with me, nigga. Money fake. Nigga offer me no money to fuck me or to see me. Nigga, I don't even. I gotta save all my sperm. Nigga. I be going to the different realms. If I nut, I can't astral project.
Now, I gotta ask about that. Okay, so how does semen retention affect astral projection? Go ahead.
Because when you don't nut, that semen, it goes up and it enlightens your chakras. And the more you don't nut, the more you go to the other reality. That's what I want. But y'all don't probably believe me. Everything, let me tell you something. You can cure yourself like this. If people gonna think I'm nasty, I'm trifling. But if you got something wrong, like some bacteria in your body, you gotta kill it with something already in your body. So you gotta pee in a cup. You gotta take your own pee, and you gotta give yourself service of your own pee daily. It'll cure you.
Now, no, I've actually heard about this before.
You gotta drink your piss. And listen, when I was in jail, I was drinking my piss because my stomach was fucked up and they wouldn't. That's how I figured out it worked. But my cell smelled like a whole lot of pee and my cellie getting mad, but they had to store my pee. Right? Because I had to drink it. I got thirsty, so I drunk my pee. That's how I know it worked. Drink your pee.
No.
If it burn you, just drink your pee and fuck again. And then pee, and then pour the pee on your dick. That get rid.
Now 6 or 7 up.
All right, you think I'm playing? You think I'm playing?
What do you think about, since we're on this topic, what do you think about fasting? Do you think that has some sort of abilities?
Who? I ain't no nigga. Stop playing with me. No. Huh?
No, it's fasting. Like starving yourself for
I don't eat. I'm OMAD. I'm OMAD. 1 meal a day.
That's a form of fasting.
Yeah, no, it ain't fasting, nigga. Food poison. You call it fasting. I call it lasting. Stop playing with me. Because you eat that food, you gonna die. Listen, why you think it's different flavors, different packages? You got Wendy's, you got Burger King, you got McDonald's. They all got the same burger. And that burger is human meat. There's no such thing as beef. Nobody eating beef. Everybody eating human. That's what I'm look it up. So what I'm telling you is all the food is poison. The bread, the milk, the cheese, everything is poison.
Now, a lot of people are going to think that you're tripping.
The gang, everything is poison. That's what I'm on. Listen, everything is poison. That's what I'm on. Everything.
That's the theory, man. And that's why it's
the theory. Listen, if it ain't poison, why kill you then? If the food not poison, why does it kill you? And then why when you get off of it, listen, get off gluten. Everybody watching this, you don't believe me? Take 1 week, say I'm not gonna eat no gluten. And listen, gluten is anything that got wheat in it. Your body gonna start having withdrawals like you withdrawing from fentanyl. So how the fuck it ain't poison? Get off any food. Remove any meal from your diet. I swear to my mama, your body gonna fiend for it. Every time your stomach growl, you know what that is? When your stomach growling, you know what that is? It's a parasite. You don't know. It's a parasite. It's a little bitty worm in your stomach waiting for that food. Waiting for that sweet old, good old poison.
And maybe. So, okay.
Ain't no maybe. Stop putting my message. I got the message of the universe.
My bad. And I don't want to kill your message, man. I like.
Yeah, I got the message of the monad, the divine source. Don't fuck up my message. Everything poison.
Now, what made you become OMAD?
Everything poison. Listen. Your body don't need food. Your body need energy source. Listen, your brain is a receiver. Your heart don't pump blood. It pump electricity and voltages through your body. Right? So you need food that do that. Right? So you don't need hamburger. You don't need the food that makes you heavy. Because then you're not electric. You electrical being. Stop playing on me. You're supposed to be light. How you light? Listen, how long do it take beef to get out your system? 1 hamburger. How long does it take?
A couple weeks, right?
No, I saw that mama. It takes 5 years to digest beef. Look it up. A nigga die, he got 40 pounds of beef still up his ass. That's what I want. I can't make shit up. Everything is poison. Don't touch it.
Now, I can't argue against staying away from red meat and beef and things like that. It sounds spot on, man. You spot on. But I wanted to ask you, man, since you are in that Dallas scene, how are you navigating amongst like a lot of the other rappers? And what do you think about like some of these things that are happening in the Dallas hip hop scene? Like, and I'm gonna name one thing specifically, like Yella Beezy, this whole Yella Beezy thing. How has that changed the scene?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Listen, Texas got their own thing going. Since I've been in Texas, I've been understanding Texas got their own thing going, right? And whatever they do, they do. Whatever Yella Beezy did, he did. They say Mo P shot at him. I'm a firm believer in everything must balance. And niggas shoot you, shoot them back, right? So Yella Beezy supposed to slide on GD on BD on Vice, Lord. Right? So if you asking me what I think he supposed to slide and keep sliding. Put him on bond, keep sliding. Stop playing on me. Don't let it end. Because I'm gonna wake people up. See, if you don't got stupid like that, keep on spinning in circles, I'm gonna show the other that we live in a circle. We need like that. Without like that, you ain't got no like me. That's what I want. Shout out to Yella Beezy. I'm gonna send him some money when he go to jail. Because all gangsters need to go to jail. And get f***ed in the booty. They need to put him in the cell with P. Diddy. That way you can rap and get f***ed.
Now, do you think that they need to get,
Yeah.
in this?
Yeah, and then they go to sell with P. Diddy so they can rap and live out their dreams. Right? Every rapper need to live out their dreams, rap and because let me tell you something about vibration. Man, we talk about vibration. The music vibration is hypnotizing the streets. And they take the money for it, and then the streets get no money, and they get to kill each other. They're getting controlled by the music. You probably don't understand that, but the whole world is frequency and vibrations. Let me tell you what I mean. You can take a job, for example, or take me trying to create my YouTube, for example. 1 o'clock, I'm a post. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Every day I do that with consistency, that frequency gonna hit YouTube. They call it an algorithm, is gonna create a wave, right? So everything is frequency and vibrations. They send a certain frequency to the hood. There's a lower vibrations, and that's why everybody killing. So I think they should get f***ed in the for that. Don't it make sense?
Now, what you're saying, Dev, and it really piggybacks on another topic that's really blazing right now, where people online are saying that basically the CIA had set things in motion to where the black community is on autopilots, on a frequency, like you said, to where it's kind of attacking itself.
So
what do you
dumb
think?
As hell, and not the black community. They got the whole world under this frequency, gang. Everybody. Listen, there's no such thing as black and white. The God said, let us make man in our image. That means is controlling us. All them. Stop playing on me. It ain't no racism, gang. It's a spiritual war.
Now, I agree that we're all men created equal in God's image, right?
Yeah, we all been equally controlled.
That's a great answer, man. So you feel like the whole world is being controlled?
Everybody wrong. Everybody. It's 144,000 right people on the earth and they with me. The rest of you is wrong. So how many people is wrong? If only 144,000 is right.
That's like 7 billion.
Yeah. So 7 billion people are wrong. All the are wrong. All the wrong. All the are wrong. Every religion is wrong. Every religion.
Yeah. Now, do you truly believe that there's no religion that has a grasp on society and what's going on in the world?
Religion cannot. Religion is based on control. Once you put somebody else in the middle of you and God, you can't go. No. That a lot of people don't know. Once you play to somebody else, you take the power away from yourself every time you beg a bitch in the sky for something. All right? You begging. Stop playing on me. So every time you do that, you take away your blessings, you take the power away from you. You got a universe inside of you. I just told you that everything you create comes from you. If you want a better life, create it then. The problem is everybody trying to change it from the outside, but life is made for you to observe. So once you create it, you can't touch it. Whatever you created is what it is. Got to create something else then. That's why you can't have no attachments. Because some things don't come out good, but everything that come out is me. That's what I got my mama. Because ain't no bad and good. Everything got a balance. It ain't got to be good, but it got to get out of me.
Now I hear you. Now, what you saying that it sounds similar to a lot of the people who believe in God body and that we are God, we are the ones who make our own path in the world. But you can't have that. Can you have that set of beliefs and still believe that there's a divine entity or a divine power?
It gotta be a divine energy because consciousness is the divine energy. Remember I told you we get downloads. Who you think control them downloads? Yeah, now you get it. Now you get it. The consciousness is God. That a lot of people don't know. He right here. He everywhere. He in everything, even in this simulation. But the light, the sparking is inside of you. Because everything comes from inside of you. So I don't know. A lot of people don't know.
That's wild, man. No, that's interesting.
On Larry
Interesting take.
On Larry Davis, guys. On religion. I ain't got no religion. All religion. Listen, Jesus didn't even like religion. Jesus kicked over the church. Jesus said, I'll destroy the church and rebuild it in 3 days. Stop playing on me. Listen, they only crucified gangsters, gang. Jesus was a gangster. Everybody running around acting like he was a.
Now, Jesus, he didn't have a problem with religion. He had a problem with the church.
He had a problem with religion. He said, don't put nothing before God. He says a man in that purple suit, he said, clean the inside before the outside. His problem was with the church. He said, you don't need no middleman. He said, I am the light and the way. He told the disciples that what I do, all men can do. He said, God is not up, down, left, and right. He within. The Bible said, if God is up, then that means the birds in the sky will reach God before you. If he in the sea, that means the fish will reach God before you. Stop playing on me. He got to be on the inside, gang. Listen, do me a favor. Do me one favor. I'm going to show it to you. Do me one favor.
Go ahead.
Stop playing on me. Which one was you? Which one came from the light version of you and which one was bullshit? You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. Just say you don't know. You ain't got to be smart. You ain't got to know everything. But I'll tell you. The voice on the inside, that's your compass. That's the one that stores all the information. That's the one you should listen to. But the problem is, don't nobody listen to it. Jesus said that the sword is in the tongue. Right? So people use their tongue as a sword. And they cut through shit because their mouth too big, like Charleston White.
Now, a lot of the things that you're talking about, man, has been discussed and debated extensively online.
Oh,
man.
Talk? Can't nobody talk? We not talking. These are vibrations. Your mind perceives these as words. You ain't saying shit. You just feeling it. That's all I'm about. There's no such thing as language. Listen. When the fall came, the language was created to confuse everybody. You ain't read the Bible? This is not real. Nigga, I can talk to you right now without saying, but you won't get the message because you don't vibrate right. I don't got no words, gang. Only vibrations. You perceive these as words.
Now, how could you communicate without words?
Through the mind. Because same way God communicates, same way the universe communicates, you download it. This is communication right here. Everything around my face. It's called communication, you dumb. Everything is communicating. This communicating with the ants telling it to move. This communicating with the sun. How the you think, what the you think holding up the sun and the moon? You see a screen on it? It's this.
Nah.
It's all of this. It's not oxygen. They lied. They lied. They lied to you. Ain't no such thing as oxygen.
Well, yeah, the theory is that in space.
We're saying theory. Ain't no such thing as space. Listen, they found error correcting codes in space. How can you find error correcting codes in something unless it's a computer? Make it make sense? They found error corrected codes in space. It's proof. So, if it's error correcting codes, how could there be a space? Space doesn't exist. The space they talking about is the space between the atoms. Listen, let me tell you something. You dumb as a. It's an atom, then a space. An atom, then a space. That's the space. The space between the atom. There's no outer space. There's only inner space. You. That's space. Space.
I disagree. You know what I'm saying?
How do you
I
disagree? When you an atom, listen, your skin is made up of molecules and atoms. Between all of the molecules and atoms is little small pieces of space. If it was just together, then it'll be solid. There's no such thing as solid. So everything is atom space. Atom space. It's quantum physics.
Yeah, but atoms are held together through a bond.
No, they held together by in the air, by nothing else, by space, by the emptiness. And the scientists just found out that there's more energy in the dark than in the light. So in that empty space is more energy than what we perceive to be solid. What we perceive,
You're correct about light having less energy reflected from darkness.
I'm correct about everything. I can't lie, cheat, or steal. I can only kill.
Now, I don't want to talk about your beliefs this whole time.
I don't got no belief.
But I do want to ask you about that plaque behind you, man. Could you tell me the story behind that?
Listen. You want to talk about bull, but that's Sexy Red, right? Sean Parry, right? This right here. Listen. So this is the #1 Billboard, right? Sexy Red, Sean Parry. Sean Parry, worldwide hustle production, right? We brought this home. This is the first time you ever seen a St. Louis producer and a St. Louis artist go #1 on the Billboard, all right? That's all I want. So we representing, but I'm not here for this. This ain't, I can't take this with me, gang. I'm here to show everybody how to create this, all right? You can manifest all of this. This shit ain't nothing. Everybody at home can do it right now. I've been trying to teach them, but you don't want me to teach them. You want me to keep talking about this boo. You want me to talk about Sexy Red, brown, and how pink he is, because you trying to, you want to lick this? You want to lick this? You want to lick this plaque? That what you want?
Nah.
You want some, yeah, you want some, sound white, but say you black. You want this on your shit. You want some play on me. Stop playing on me.
Nah, neither of those.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the plaque, how come you have it? Like, was it awarded?
Why wouldn't I have it? If I just told you that Sean Parry Worldwide Hustle is my production, we made the beats, why the wouldn't I have it? If it say Worldwide Hustle right there. If Worldwide Hustle is an enterprise and I'm part of it, why wouldn't I have one?
Well, that gives the answer right there.
But yeah, but Sexy Red come from St. Louis. A lot of people don't know that you got to work for this. She did live music early on. She was on Street Country Grammar 1, right? I took out to Atlanta, and we did a lot of work early on in her career. I do a lot of development in St. Louis, right? You really ain't gonna find an artist out of St. Louis that ain't work with me. And if you do, they ain't from the streets.
Now, I like the fact that you put on for St. Louis a lot, man. You hold that up as a big flag on your back, man.
Yeah, because everybody want to play with St. Louis, right? Everybody thinks St. Louis like just a small place, but everybody keeps stealing from St. Louis, right? Look, Future want to act like he from St. Louis. You know Future from St. Louis?
I heard that he grew up, that he was...
No, he from St. Louis. He got put on to St. Louis, but he don't want to act like he from St. Louis. Because back then, St. Louis wasn't accepting people. I mean, it's good now, but back then, we wasn't accepting kind of like straight people.
Now,
I'm not saying he's still straight. I'm saying back then, he probably was. When that first song came out, he probably sucked then.
Why in the world would like Future? That would probably be a big story, wouldn't it?
No, he probably, they can't put it out. They're going to put it out in the future. So wait, in the future you'll hear about it. Cause everybody has to get that. That a lot of people don't know.
Now, since we're talking about your time in St. Louis and your music background, I want to ask you about this $50 million alleged, lawsuit.
I know what,
Nelly.
Hey, listen, I had a $50 million lawsuit on Nelly because I wrote country grammar, all right? But I dropped my lawsuit because I got my son music back. My son, King B, they had his catalog. They were holding the hostage. So I could put out his music. He could put out music. He put out music in 3 years, right? Because they had gave him $1.2 million over there at RCA. And they kind of like stuck him over there. He couldn't do nothing. He even gave him the money back. He still couldn't release. So then we went ahead and made a little deal. So I dropped the lawsuit, and now we can put out the music. I'm half Illuminati and half street on Witty.
Now, how do you feel like the industry is handling your intellectual property?
Handling me? Man, nobody handling me. Stop playing on me. Who the f handling me? What you talking about? What you talking about?
I'm talking about your IP, your intellectual property.
Well, I don't know all these big ass words you talking about. They ain't got no property of mine. I thought they gave my shit back. They had King B music, they gave it back. But I don't know what all this intellectual, ain't no such thing as intellectual. Ain't no such thing as IQ. I told you, everybody's the same smart. This is the smart. It download in your brain. Ain't no such thing as an IQ. So stop saying all them big ass words, I ain't downloading them yet.
Man, all right. So you feel like the lawsuit is going well?
No, I said I dropped the lawsuit because he gave me back my son music. What the f don't you get?
Okay, there you go.
The lawsuit over, gang. I dropped it. But Ashanti's still a man. That ain't changed. You gotta wake Gotti up. You wake him up, he'll tell you about it. Ashanti a man. She a 403. You know what a 304 is, right?
I know exactly what a 304 is.
So a 403, that's a chick with and Ashanti it. I said, mama. I can't make this up. So he's still with a man. Even though I got my son music back, we gonna drop it. King B first song gonna be called Ashanti a Man.
Now, what, like...
Cause I'm gonna see a man. Wake the anxiety up then. Think I'm lying. Wake him up. Wake the up. Wake her up. Yeah. Wake up, nigga. You should have died anyway. 50 Cent trolling the shit out you. Wake up. He tired. He ain't gonna get up right now.
Now, respectfully...
I respect Irv. He's tired. Listen, this is how you know that body ain't yours. You think I'm playing, but this is how you know. You keep talking about that damn body, but see, Irv Gotti didn't get up. So look, go get any dead body. Find a nigga that's in the streets. He love money. He love weed. He love everything. Get that nigga whispering his ear at his funeral. Hey, gang, got some over here. Hey, gang, let's go slide on ops. That body ain't gonna move, gang, because that was never his body in the first place. It was a lease. Stop playing on me. Yeah, if that was your body, why come you don't wake it up then? And you keep talking about this Jesus, right? And you say Jesus died for your sins, so you sound like a Christian. Well, you got a big problem, because he came back alive in 3 days. Yeah, you ever thought about that? He died for your sins, but he ain't stay dead.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, he ain't stay dead, nigga.
That's true. But, you know, it was his son of the...
Yeah, he came to get Sophia. Yeah. Ain't nobody staying dead for you, nigga. You. God too, all of them. Allah, Buddha, Confucius. Tell Allah to pop his invisible ass out then. On his magic carpet.
Now 607, we've heard a lot about your affiliations with your hometown of St. Louis, but there's another city that you're always closely related to, and a lot of people thought originally that you were from.
Witty. I'm from Chicago, nigga. I'm from Chicago, St. Louis. I'm from 63rd OTF.
Like, how did you find yourself into that space where a lot of people could compare you and put you into the Chicago block sphere?
I'm from the streets, gang. I'm from Chicago, St. Louis. What don't you get? Listen, I'm in the trenches. I was in Chicago before niggas was in Chicago. You don't know me. You think you do. You just met me, gang. You don't know who the f I am. Stop playing with me.
Exactly.
Yeah, so don't ask no stupid ass questions like that. I've been in the streets. I'm the streets, gang. California too. Ask the great streets about me. Go state to state, hood to hood. Nigga, stop playing with me. I don't come to play. I'm here to stay. That's what's going on. Yeah, they know me in the streets though. In Chicago like that. Cause I show love to the community. I'm not holding the keys. I'm showing niggas how to build wealth. Right? So who ain't gonna love like that? And then plus I'll kill a nigga too. Quick.
You definitely get a lot of love, especially in the comments from Chicago and a lot of.
Yeah, they love me in Chicago because I love them. I respect they dead. And tell them that they all just like they dead. See, if you found out you loving a nigga that's dead, but you found out you still dead too, you be good then. Cause you found out you ain't never left him. He's still right here. Just like you still right here. And like none of us is never here. Cause we never been here. All a dream.
Now, recently, there was a post that was going viral that Stacey Brookshire had put out there where it looked like King Yella, who's a Chicago rapper, had said that you and him had gotten into a fight.
Listen, King Yella like a little light skin. That's what I'm on. Let me tell you what happened. And this is straight true. So I was already in tour with King Yella. I told you he had my son down there in Chicago when he got shot down there. Now, mind you, my son, he was like, at the time, he was like 12, 11. I'm not even knowing he in Chicago, right? So he go all the way down to Chicago. Next thing you know, he doing the videos with this nigga that he gets shot. King Yella gets shot and he don't shoot back. Why you with my son and he don't shoot back? That's my problem. You got my son with you don't shoot back, right? Right? So we was talking about that with Cam Capone, right? Then we gonna tell him when he first walked in, he manifested. He said, look, he a goofy. I want you to do this, man. I want you to act like you hit me in my mouth and it's gonna go viral. So I already knew he wanted me to act like I hit him in his mouth, so I did it for real, right? Because he do anything to go up on the internet. So as soon as he game, I hit him with the bow, straight up to his mouth. Think he wants for clout, I'm gonna knock that tooth out then. On GD. They don't talk about my son no more.
That's crazy,
yeah,
man.
so I knocked it out.
Now, at first I thought they were playing the internet, but you're saying you actually put hands on him.
No, he tried to act like it was a play. He said, look, I want you to act like you hit me, because his teeth was already kind of like cracked, because he has the fake ass veneers in. So his teeth was already kind of like cracked. So he was like, hey, act like you hit me a little bit so I can woo. I'm like, I bet. The whole time I'm finna hit this nigga for real. Because he got me off. You talk about my son. Nigga, don't talk about King B. He talk about my son, so I'm mad as. So I'm already, I could think about it. The last 2 years, I couldn't even say my son's name, so I couldn't even talk about my son. He would have said something about my son, so I want to him up. So when he gave me the play, I elbowed him for real. And told him I was playing. The world simulation. You on GD. And he don't like BDs anyway. I'm BD.
Now, are you worried about running into King Yella again? I mean, he's a pretty big dude.
King Yella. Why I worry about running to a nigga that's big as him and soft as him? I told you, he's soft as cotton. Queen Yella ain't did but been a his whole life. He ran to Vegas. Stop playing with me. Why I'm scared if a nigga can't go to Chicago? I go to Chicago, he can't go to Chicago. Why I'm scared of him? You see me in Chicago more than him. On Chicago. That nigga from 73rd.
Yep, he's known for being from 73rd and Ada, right?
Yeah, known for being a. When if King Yella known for doing some gangster shit? Tell me what the hey yo King, what King Yella did gangster? Was he acting gangster when you took you to Chicago? See, you want to talk about it. See, yeah, he was acting gangster in Chicago, gang. Listen, my son was in Chicago with him when he got shot in his face. He the first nigga to get shot and not shoot back on the internet.
Now, are you talking about when he had the Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, when he thought he was a Muslim. He thought he was a Muslim / gangster / and he had that on, but niggas forget they shot him in the face. But but when nigga get shot, that's when the Muslim part come in. Oh, I can't hurt my brother. Stop playing on me. But now you want to beef with these young niggas. Like he want to beef with Q and them. And with Jeff, they kill over watches. And this nigga won't problem with them. Try to have me to have problem with them in the video. Nigga, I'm GDBD Fight Lord. Yeah, I am Chicago. I'm the new ruler of Chicago. We ain't going for that. On J-Man. On J-Man, gang.
That situation is wild because King Yella is into it with the Bloodhound gang or what those guys are,
Yeah, I'm bloodhound. Yeah, I'm bloodhound, gang. I'm bloodhound. I'm BDGD Vice Lord. All right, so I don't do that light skin anyway.
Whoa.
Oh, one light skin, you know now. Well, listen. Light skin been over since New Jack City. You seen New Jack City? Listen, all the YNs go watch New Jack City. I ain't talking about the snitch part, but with G Money, boom, sit your $5 ass down before I make change. That was the end of the light skin nigga right there. What year was that? What year was that? 92? 91, 92? Yeah, light skin been out since then. Yeah, all light skin people been gay. Hey, so mama.
Yeah, that was a tough time, man. That was a tough time for him. You know what I mean?
Hey, King Yella, Jack.
Now, a lot of people, he gets a lot of credit for being one of the people who lasted throughout the drill movement.
You gon' last when you hiding. Stop playing on me. How can you, come on, gang. You in Vegas, the war in Chicago, how can't you last? Stop playing on me, you gonna outlast everybody there. And then talk shit on the internet when you get 50. King Yella.
Well, he did get locked up in Vegas too.
Yeah, listen, he was locked up in jail. Only way King Yella survived, because he'd get locked up and go to jail and check in. They can't get you a PC, gang.
Now,
On Paru, on Brit Baby, on 6-0, on Rolling, on Hood, on Selenium 1300, on Selenium.
Now, before we get out of here, I want to ask you this. What do you think about all these rappers and people getting locked up in the feds? You got Dirk in the feds. You got Brick Baby in the feds. You got Loose Cannon in the feds, man. You got Big U in the feds. What do you think is up, man, with hip-hop? Do you think there's something going on?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something you don't know. Right now in the world is switching. And what you're seeing is everybody kind of like creating their own reality. So, everybody, let them get in the cell. Because they chose that. I don't give a about Brick Baby. I don't give a about Big U. Right? I don't give a about them. Why I about them for? What they did for me? You act like I give a about hip-hop, rap, the world of assimilation, God, all that shit. The devil, the angels, the archangels. Stop playing with me, gang. I ain't got no advice for niggas. All the advice I give be wrong. Don't listen to me. Listen to yourself. I'm gonna tell your viewers this. Go in the dark room. Get the information. Because the information is free. Don't listen to me.
Now, well said. Well said. I mean, we can end it right there because, I mean,
Let me do the drop. Hold up. Listen. Shout out Rippy. Really? Hold up. I got a whole lot to say, right? Hold up. Shout out Willie Apparatus. Willie, you.
all right. Now, with that, I guess we out of here, man.